Previously on Luke's Big Brother 17, 16 house guests moved into the Big Brother house, and the season's spy theme was revealed. For the first HOH competition, players had to take notes on profiles made of every single person in the game. These profiles also included everybody's social media connections. Players were allowed to compare notes, and they formed three significant groups. The laundry room team made a strategy that everyone had a certain number of house guests to take notes on. The group in the living room agreed to give Naya all of the information. And the living room team each took a different question on the survey. But Hans paid attention to the wrong question, and they missed a large chunk of the information. In the end, Josh D came in first place and James came in second place. And they were announced as two separate heads of household who would divide the house in two groups. Each house of 8 will evict one player this week. We will start by following Josh D's house.
Thank you for picking.
Yes, welcome to my side of the house. These nominations are going to be a lot more personal feeling now that there's so few people. I really am kind of like feeling a little nervous now that they put us all on one side of the house, and now I only have 7 of you to choose from versus the other 15. So I'm sorry if this feels close to home, but of course this is all a game, so let's get started.
Josh won HOH, and he picked me to be in his house. Surprised that nobody knows me and him are actually fraternity brothers, and we're in the same major at UL. We're like basically best friends, like really, really close, but nobody knows. They don't think we know each other. So there's that. So this week is going to be basically a cakewalk, unless there's like a hidden power where someone can put up somebody, because he's never going to put me up. I'm trying to work with Cecile. I don't really want to work with Dee Dee because she screwed me over in the past, so I don't really trust her. But I just told my close group that I don't know Dee Dee at all, and I have nothing against her, which is just a total lie, because like, why not? So yeah, I'm just gonna coast this week. Definitely gonna throw veto. I don't want to present myself as a threat at all. I don't think Josh is doing a very good job at laying low though, so we'll see how he does. If he targets TD, great, no sweat off my back, but like, I think I'm set up pretty good. We'll see. I think it's gonna come down to like if I'm gonna be in jeopardy, it's gonna be like an unfortunate HOH win from somebody that I'm not close to at all, because I'm pretty good with most of the house. I don't know, I could be a freaking huge threat, who knows, but awesome. Sweet. Great. Thank you.
I feel like because he already made a comment to me that I know everyone, and I've played before, which I didn't. I played Survivor before, so I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to be one of the two. So if I make it through, I don't know everyone here. I know Hans, I know Tyler. I've never played Big Brother before, so I hope that doesn't play into your gameplay and that kind of thing. So. And none of y'all have played before, so we're all in the same boat, So anyway, do y'all want me to go talk to him first?
I can go first if you don't want to go first.
It doesn't matter to me.
I've known Patrick for like a really long time. We're both Lambda Kais, so like working with Patrick, like super close this whole game. I really made sure like to get it kind of a varied pick of like my first little alliance that we took with the first HOH competition. And then I picked a couple people that I just think are weak players that I want to ferret out, and I made sure that I just had some good backups. I'm really looking to work with Dee Dee and Patrick because I know they're strong players and have history. And then along with one of the other people in my alliance right now. Right now I think I have a pretty good shot at just moving some people out, not making a whole bunch of waves, and maybe forming just a little collect few of some really good people. Oh, we have our first petitioner.
How do you feel winning the first comp?
Oh my God, it's crazy. I mean, like this is my first time playing Big Brother, and I was a little iffy about it. You know, I was like, do I want to be HOH? Do I want to have that power? Do I want to kind of take like a little back seat? But honestly, I'm a pretty reach out and touch somebody kind of guy. So.
So do you think you're going to be making like big moves?
No, well, certainly right now. I mean, right now this is all about setting the stage. You know, so like I'm not trying to like. Right now, I'm just trying to ferret out like who the strong people are and who the weak people are, and honestly, I like the strong people. I think strong people think alike. I think that the strong players are kind of like who can kind of carry each other into a good final two kind of situation. I think like intentionally targeting strong people right away is like kind of like really making enemies. I think the people that nobody really knows are kind of like the easiest bets. You know, kind of just looking to see who makes the strongest case, who looks like the strongest people, you know. The really cool thing about having like these two small groups is that you can easily see like where people are looking, because that's one, these are two HOHs that everybody's going to see our nominations, and those are two groups where you're going to see both of you're going to see one eviction from each of them. So judging on who they evict, you can see where a lot of people are thinking on that, whether they're going for weak or strong people who might already be.
You'll learn a lot about them
together.
in like the first.
Yeah, with some small groups like this. This isn't 15 people petitioning one person. This is like 6 people petitioning one person, getting evicted, and then 2 people to make some big decisions. So yeah. So Emily, tell me where you're at. What are you thinking? Who do you like? Who are you feeling? Because I know I picked a little group here. I know who I'm going to be looking at. So who do you think?
Like looking, like what do you mean? As in like who?
Well,
who am I looking at? As in like.
So who would you think? Well, obviously,
like,
you don't want to be put up on the block.
No, I mean I'd rather not.
So how about you tell me who are you thinking? Who are you thinking I was going to pick in these instances?
I think it's because we're all so new, so I don't know. Like, I don't think we really know a lot about like our like really big strengths right now. The only thing we could kind of go off is like who's played a season before, so I didn't know if you were like going to like base it off of that maybe. I really have no idea where your head. I was coming to see like where your head was at. So
that'd be an interesting strategy, but I feel like going after seasoned players, you know, like
they could help you
like,
in
I
a
mean,
sense.
they could help me, and it's kind of like, I mean, what do you think about Dee Dee? Because I've heard she literally runs this house when we're not, you know, playing. What do you think? She probably has some clout when it comes to moving around.
I think that she's like going to be a strong player.
Think she's worth an alliance?
I think she is
100%.
for sure. Like I would love, and she just pulled me aside in there and was like, I think he's gonna put me on the block because like I've played before. She was like, I'm not sure.
Oh, poor thing.
And I was like, I don't really know what he's thinking, but I think that would be a strong alliance there with Dee Dee, and I think that she would definitely be a loyal alliance if you created one. So where's our heads at? Are we trying to?
Well, right now I'm feeling pretty good about our things. I mean, obviously we kind of just joint won the first HOH, and it really worked out like almost in the best possible way. So I want to make sure that I didn't want to pick all the people that we were kind of working with for the exam, like you know, together off the bat. So like I kind of let James have the majority of people over there because I'm
glad about that too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like I think I heard that Patrick had played a couple times before. So then between him, Dee Dee, you, and I, if we can kind of start getting something to kind of back up the other 3 in the other group, I think that would be very advantageous. And later we can see like how they split up. But that's kind of what I was thinking in terms of this group. Everybody else to me in this group, the rest of them are expendable. Y'all were really the main 3 that I was thinking about. So in terms of you and I,
I think that could be a really strong group.
Just tell Dee Dee I want to talk to her guys. Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to talk to Patrick, get a feel for who he is, and let him know I'm thinking about him. And let him know that you're thinking.
We're thinking about him separate or together?
Separate. Okay. Let him know that you think I'm thinking about him in a positive light. Okay. And then, because I just want to gauge him before he gauges me.
Got it. Good.
So
Good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I played before, but like my experience in the game and my seeing the show aspects are like totally like disproportionate. Do you know Josh? Did you talk to Josh at all?
No. Josh and James are the 2 people I didn't talk to. Is the other guy's name James? I don't even know.
The older dude that won?
Yeah.
Well, then that sucks for you.
Do you know George already?
No, I met him today, and like it seems like a good vibe.
Yeah, I feel like probably he's like a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's literally a politician.
I know, but
he's like
so like, is there anybody particularly that you'd like want to go for?
Not right now. Like,
no, I mean like suggest. Like I feel like he's so politician-like that if like multiple people go in saying like a similar name, he'll just do it because he doesn't really.
Yeah, but I also feel like he's really emotional. Like wants to be like nice to everyone. So I feel like he's gonna go off with people's like personalities. Like, he's gonna have to know that.
Oh, bet. Cool. Then I just gotta be bubbly. I can do that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think like, cause I'm not gonna try to go for like a strong player right now. You know,
No.
like we're not trying to do like go after DD or something like that.
God, no, Didi. I want to work.
Right now she's an ally.
I know. I want to work with Didi.
Yeah.
If you want to like get Didi out here, like we can. No, I mean, right now.
I can't understand what
I
you're
don't
saying.
mean lemonade.
Yes, go get
Sorry, I'll say lemonade. Yeah.
Hey Thomas, I love you.
Love you.
Do y'all want to play together, or what's your plan?
I don't have a plan, but
My plan is to win.
yeah. And I don't know how to go about that plan, but that's my plan.
Miss Didi, can I talk to you for just a taste?
Okay, I don't like.
I'm sorry, SDM seniors. It's not you, it's me.
So we were trying to talk about like, cause you know like sometimes when you go for like to HOH, you want to give them a name of someone like to think about, right? But I don't really know that many people in that group. Do you have like a name?
No, because I don't know Emily, and I know Tyler and Hans, and I know y'all. I mean, you know.
Hans is smart and he's quick. I don't know Tyler.
And but I know they're friends because they're
They are
SDM
friends.
seniors.
They are friends.
That's just how I know them.
Yeah.
Because I know Tyler through CYT.
I'm pretty sure he's going to put me because he already commented to me that I know everybody here, which I don't, and that I've played before, which I haven't.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to come after me. So I would love to give another name besides me.
like if you
No, definitely.
will like, I'm down to like to work with like you two for like going forward, like going through this little
Even
cluster.
after this.
Yeah. Because this little cluster can pretty much be won by three. I think by three people because like Josh isn't gonna go out of his way to like target. I think two of us three. That would be a bold move. I think
Yeah.
even if he doesn't know it, I feel like he's gonna try to go for weak
Because there's
players
7
early.
people, he's nominating 2, so that leaves 5.
Yeah.
So
And then-
3
and
would
then-
Usually the
have.
first round of the winner goes, they put on the people that they think aren't interested
Exactly.
or aren't like, you know,
And
who
it's
aren't
also
fully-
like that most of us are gonna get to play Amito anyway, which is nice.
Right.
Actually, kind of nice.
Yeah. Right.
So like, if there's no chance of at the back door,
I love
really.
Vito.
I love Vito.
I do love you.
I do love you.
Do we get
But
to
I
keep
mean-
these?
Yeah, I think so.
Lit.
So if there's 5, then that means 3 have the majority.
Facebook friends, right?
I know, just to let you know who knows who.
I know DD and I just, I know no one.
We're not Facebook.
I don't have Facebook.
Oh, that's why.
Wait, said Instagram. Instagram friends with follows DP.
Well, I knew I follow you on, but
Yeah. Who's your closest ally? What is something that makes you trust them? Honestly, I don't really have one. It's like I want to say Miss Didi because we're both very similar, I think. And we're both like, yeah, like we want to do this. But I don't trust her. I love her. But I don't trust her. And like same thing with Patrick. Like I've known Patrick for forever and I think right now he's definitely an ally, but I don't trust him. So I wouldn't say I trust anyone necessarily, but I definitely have a few allies, I think, which is important. And Hans, he's adorable. I love him.
Okay, I'm like really nervous. I don't know what to do. I don't really have a strategy, but I am nervous about Patrick. He's already talked to 2 people, and I just feel like he's making moves, and I don't know what to do. I'm so scared.
Like 4 people are outside.
Why are they outside?
Talking. I feel like because Patrick came in because it was like just me and Hans, and he was like, "Hey, Miss Didi, can I come talk to you?" And like it was shady. So I feel like that's something. Go outside.
Let's go see what
I say we
No, but like, hey, what's up? Welcome to our house.
Hi guys.
Have y'all talked to him yet? Were they close? Was she in his little pre-note taking group thing?
they weren't in mine.
If Emily wasn't in yours, then she was in theirs.
She wasn't.
She wasn't in
No, you were
ours.
with them. Because she wasn't. Us 3 were in one. Us. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So so he's probably not gonna go for her.
Yeah.
Dang. Because he seemed like he really wanted to win.
Yeah.
he had like all of his notes fanned out, and I was like, boy. I mean,
He does kind of like, nice, like, I love having a carpet. It's like, gonna get ruthless about it.
But yet he had detailed notes.
Yeah, I love that though.
hey, you respect the hustle, you know?
You do.
But this two house thing is really botched though, because like,
Of course he did this the first round, Taylor.
that was funny.
I know we believe Emily was in the same group.
Well, yeah, we're in my group.
Emily was in his group, so we don't know if she has an edge, and they've been talking for a while. I think he's gonna nominate me, so I would hope that y'all don't vote for me.
Definitely not.
Has anybody talked to Jillian at all?
No, I mean, just Patrick.
Somebody in my previous little meeting told me that you were a little worried about me putting you up. I want to show you right off the bat that is not the case. Okay, I recognize that you're like a really strong player and you've been doing this before.
I've never played Big Brother before.
I know you played Survivor.
Survivor.
You played Survivor, okay. Well, I know that you're well known around here and that you're very respected and that you probably come in with a pretty decent knowledge of how the politics of a game like this work. And as a fairly new player, I kind of was really apprehensive about taking the first HOH position because like I didn't know like how I wanted people to see me in this instance. And of course, the first thing I want to do is set the record straight between you. In terms of this group that I picked, I wanted to start seeing who the strong players were, and I really did believe that you were. And you're not. You're the kind of person I really want to take far in the game because you're going to play a similar game to one that I think I could develop into. I wanted to get your feelings on Emily, and I wanted to get your feelings on Cecilia and Jillian because those were the two that I was a little.
Jillian, I don't know at all. She was not in my first group. Cecile was. And she was a strong player in the first group.
She was, yeah.
I can't speak about Jillian because I just don't, I don't know her at all,
Okay.
even before today. She had a good strategy for the first round, for the game, and she did really well. She has played before, and she has a great mind.
She does. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know Emily other than today.
Okay.
But I assumed that y'all had a little connection because y'all were in the group together.
Well, I mean, we did kind of help each other formulate a strategy for the HOH competition, But besides that, I just kind of want to see. I think she's a fairly little person, so I think that if we're trying to start putting together a small group now to get through the first 2 or 3 weeks, I think Emily's a very, very safe bet to have as a group. I don't know about that, Patrick. Like, who have you talked to now?
He's played Survivor because I played Survivor with him before. We have a history. But yeah, I love him though. But we have a history. But he is a good player, and he has played Big Brother before, and he knows the game well.
Okay. Who are you thinking out of this group? Who do you think are the first that need to go up?
I don't know anything about Jillian, so that would be the only reason why I would say her name.
Okay.
Because I haven't talked with her, I haven't discussed the game with her. All I know is she likes Pokemon. That's, so that would be the only reason why I would say her name is just because I haven't talked with her, So, and I take her to be kind of quiet and shy, which you need to be a little bit more bold and talkative, But that could be part of her strategy
Game,
to be
play
quiet
the innocent
and
and
exactly.
just let it go on.
And then kind of slowly sneak your way in. Tyler and Hans know each other, and they're the younger ones.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I kind of thought.
And sometimes the younger ones will stick together, but that's not a bad thing either, depending on how you view it.
Do you think that'd be worth splitting up, or do you think that'd be worth taking advantage of?
Probably taking advantage of.
I heard that you played Survivor, and I heard that you were a pretty strong player in that. So, and like respect between strong players goes a long way, and that's what I've heard from some of the other
And if
players.
you've never seen my gameplay, I am an honest player. I don't mislead or lie. I've only done that once, and I needed to. But I am a loyal, honest player.
We got here at the exact same time, and so like we were the first people to like introduce ourselves. You know what I mean?
You and Josh?
Yeah,
That's
because we
good.
like walked in
He's
together.
gonna definitely use that. He'll probably wanna. I don't think he's going for Emily because they were in if I won, I wouldn't go for you two. Emily's that blonde girl that's in our house, so it's like them three from that.
And with the curly hair?
Yeah.
I'm worried because when he was calling people, he made eye contact with me and then picked me first. So I was like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the picking rationale is kind of like weird.
why do you pick me first?
I feel like he picked people that he wanted to vote out. Or like people he thought could, or something like that.
Yeah,
That's pretty smart. Like
why
that's
would he not pick people he doesn't want to vote out?
yeah, especially if it's only 1 week. Like you don't
Especially
really
because
lose
like
anything.
that's
Especially in the very
immediately what he was
beginning.
told.
Yeah. Is there anybody that y'all would want to go for?
To get out?
Yeah, just like as a name, because I feel like if we all go in and say a name, we stand up a lot better of a chance than if we all just go in and be like, not me, bro. You know.
I don't know, just like Dee Dee was saying, she does know a lot of people, and she's a bit more experienced when it comes to this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any prior experience with like Miss Dee Dee or anything, so I
Me
wouldn't
neither.
really know.
I just know she knows people.
Apparently
well-
she was brutal in Survivor. So like,
I
She
hate
seems like she'd be a
hate
strong-
basing it off that, but like, you know, if like they
but it could carry.
I mean, this is Survivor. We're trying to survive.
yeah, technically.
I'm really nervous because they just picked teams, and I think Josh, he made eye contact with me and immediately picked me. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he might nominate me. Right now, me, Patrick, and Tyler, I believe, we have like a small alliance because we were on the same note-taking team. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
But I will say that I'm very intrigued by Patrick. I don't know, something about him. He's like, I can tell he's just gonna be like a really good game. And also, like, I also can tell that Dee Dee is also gonna be a very good player. You can tell she is like a mom, but she also like, she's thinking outside the box, and I really am interested to see where both of them go. Josh was kind of just talking to me. Josh, the HOH, was talking to me about like a me, Josh, Dee Dee, and Patrick kind of deal, and I would love that. That would be really cool. So it's kind of just what I'm thinking and hoping that it goes well.
I'm intrigued by you. You know, I've received many a compliment and just as many an insult.
Okay.
That was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you guys give us some? No, I'm just messing. No,
I just want water.
no, you're good. Did you take off your jacket?
Yeah.
Because I did not. I was like, I don't remember her wearing that.
I don't know. There's just something about you, and I'm interested, and I think you're gonna be a really good game player, and I'm very interested. I'm keeping my eye on you, you know, like in a good way.
Well, you're giving me lots of like. You're saying words that are like scaring me, but then also like.
No, good words. These are good words.
Okay.
And me and Josh were talking. Wait, I'm loud.
Me and.
And they're like right there. Me and Josh were talking, and he was like, "Who are you like most intrigued by?" And I was like, "Patrick," and he said the same thing. He was like, "Me too," and I was like,
I don't like that because I feel like he's the type of dude to like, especially like in the smaller
I
thing,
don't know him at
he
all.
might like come for me. Yeah, but y'all were in the same like group beforehand, right?
Right.
So and both of y'all and y'all had the winners. So like I'm sure y'all are in like a good like you're not going up. I don't imagine.
I don't know though.
Oh, really?
I don't
Because like with our group, it was like if someone from our group won, then like it was pretty open and shut. Like nobody was gonna go from that group. So that's why like I was assuming you weren't gonna be a target.
I think I'm not gonna be a target.
That'd be pretty shocking.
He didn't like specifically say like, "Oh, you're good," like at all. So I don't know.
Like obviously like whatever you say, stay between us. But like, is there anybody that you like threw out as like a potential nominee? So that way maybe I could like corroborate it.
He was talking about. He was saying that he is not going to nominate the strong players because he feels like that they could bring more to the table for him. So he's like looking for like.
Eager.
Yes, like, and he wants like he's like I just want to throw him out, and I was like, okay.
That's weird. I feel like
it definitely is gonna show like how he's playing his game.
Yeah.
But who he's nominating.
Because he was really like politician-like. Because I talked to them and they were like, yeah, he was really like trying to show off that he was playing like the middle of the road. And I was like, yeah, the HOH, you can't really do that. Like,
Yeah.
that only worked for so long.
Yeah.
So I'll see. I feel like,
Yeah, you're gonna have to feel him out because
Yeah.
I don't.
well, I hope, you know.
I don't think you're.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9 out of 10 times I feel like being a big threat isn't a good thing, but I guess if he's HOH, like that's not a
Right.
huge deal.
He was talking to me and he was saying, me, you, Dee Dee, and him. He was like, he's like, I like us 4, and I was like,
I think you're pretty strong.
Okay, so question. Who do you think is going to keep you safe in this group?
I feel like Patrick, Jillian, and I, because we were in the group first.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of for like the HOH competition.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Hans.
Hans, maybe Hans. Yeah.
Because
What are Hans' strengths? What do you just gather from him?
like he seems to be a team player and like he's nice. Type of thing. Like he's not out to just make enemies.
Okay, yeah, certainly not trying to make enemies. What do you think about Dee Dee?
I don't know. I've heard like because I think she's nice because like I'm friends with Emma, so like.
Okay, yeah.
But I heard she was like very brutal in Survivor, and it's like you can't really carry that over.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you could, you know.
If a really strong player like Dee Dee was put up against a weak player or a more innocent-ish person, we'll say like a Cecile or maybe even Jillian, who do you think you'd take the shot at? Are you the kind of guy like, let's get some stronger players out of the way first, or let's get some weaker players out of the way first?
I would say stronger first.
Say stronger first?
But I feel like there's 2 types of strong. It's like strong with the game aspect and then strong within like friendships and like how they play type of thing.
So who in your mind is strong in this group then? Like who's worth keeping around? You said Hans and Jillian.
Yeah. I feel like Patrick for sure.
Okay, for sure Patrick.
Like he definitely knows what he's doing. I feel like I'm being so awkward. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just kind of wanted to know because like I didn't really, I shook your hand once, but
Yeah.
like I've already talked to Dee Dee. I talked with Emily a little bit. I had some other people in the other group that helped me with the HOH. So obviously like they're over there. So I don't have anybody from that group in here to like confer with.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just trying to get ahead at for like this first small house. Because with only 7 people here, 2 to nominate. Making a decision like that has a lot more pressure than making the previous decision. So I'm kind of just trying to figure out where everybody in this group wants to go with their game. I don't even care about that side of the house right now. I can't even think about splitting my head with that side of the house on the first round.
I haven't really thought about them.
Well, that's okay, Tyler. I just kind of want to know like who you're thinking of. So if your thing is like the stronger players first, and that'll definitely be taken into consideration when we move into these nominations. Really appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
So I feel as though I'm at a big disadvantage because I'm very shy and I'm super awkward. So I feel like a lot of people I know what I'm thinking, but when I start talking, it's like it may come out wrong or like not what I meant to say. I feel like so I don't know. I feel like with Josh, he knows how he's gonna play this. Like he knows who he's gonna get out, and I could be wrong. I feel like I'm gonna be voted out first, which is fine because I'm happy to be here. But yeah, I feel like I'm not helping myself because I'm super awkward. So I feel like people may not get to know me, so they may think, oh, I don't know this guy. I'll vote him out because I haven't talked to him. So.
Man, he's going up. I mean, I guess I could use him. If he gets any wind of like something about me that he could use, he'd probably confess it to somebody who comes at him a little bit stronger. So if you can't pick a ground and like plan something, nope. You're gonna be just as disadvantageous as you are advantageous.
You did good.
I feel like mine was bad. I feel like mine was bad. I was like really awkward with him because like I just don't know how the game works.
Well, he is very good.
Yeah.
He is good.
You know?
Has he played before?
I don't think so, but he must watch the game because his questions to me were very good.
Like they were so straightforward.
Yeah. And he wanted to know who I knew and who I didn't. And I'm like, okay, I know everybody but two, because I don't know you well. Although I said you play Pokemon. You like Pokemon?
Yeah. I love Pokemon. This is like stressful.
It
like
is stressful.
low key stressed out. I'm excited to play the competition though.
Especially because he made us into 2 small groups, so that really intensifies in the first round.
Yeah, it really brings like focus to certain people and like who's like the weak and strong links, you know.
And we don't know yet.
Yeah. But I feel like he's just getting like a vibe out, like
of what everybody's thinking and wanting.
I was telling them I'm worried because when he was picking teams, we made eye contact and then he immediately picked me and I was like, oh no. I don't know if that
I know,
means.
and how do you take that? Because
I don't know what that
pick
means.
people that they want to get out?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I feel like he's...
Or people that he wants to work with to get people out. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because like the way he was picking, it was like he had some people that
Well,
I feel like
picked me
he
second.
wanted. I feel like he had like 4 people he wanted to keep in, and then like 4 people that he was like,
definitely he could strategize
I'll
a little
try to
bit.
get him
Yes,
out.
you could think that,
And I feel like he would come on strongly where he's immediately going to try to put up maybe someone he's going to find like to be a threat to him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm surprised. He's a music major, which is amazing, but he comes across as more of a business.
He's coming in swinging.
I mean, for music, you know, like you gotta be like
Yeah, I
that.
guess so.
You gotta put yourself out there.
I guess so.
Yeah, we were just saying that like there's not like right now it's not like really about strategy. It's just like about getting people who are not interested in the game. And we were thinking about putting Emily up, but now that I talked to her, she seems like really like for it, you know. So Jillian's quiet. Yeah. And Tyler's quiet too, but I know y'all are like tight.
Well, I mean, I know I'm not that well though.
Okay.
But
Did she speak?
Well, you sat closer than everybody else. That's impressive. Everybody's sitting way over there. Their kind of deal. I respect that. Okay, so Cecile, tell me about your game. Because somebody clued me in. They said they think you're a strong player. They know you played before, right?
I've won.
Won.
Yeah, I've played and I've won. I've
That's
played
a
a bunch of times.
that's a big deal.
Yes, and I do see how that can make me seem like a threat because I know the game, and like that is so understandable. But also because I know the game, like I know how the best way to like have an alliance to be a person to
Right.
count on. You know, I'm very straightforward and very honest. You know, so I'm not gonna like hide step if I'm thinking like if I let's say I was HOH in your place, right? And I need to put people up, and they came up to me and they asked me anything about putting me up. I would be honest about it. You know, I would be like, you tell me why I shouldn't put you up, kind of thing.
It's a pretty bold statement, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how I play.
This is the first game that I've ever played where I presented myself as a strong player. I never do that, but I went in there and he was like, Josh was like, I know you have some experience. I was like, no, like I've literally played and like I've won. Like I know this game. It's been a long time since I've played. I'm definitely like taking a long break, a couple years, but like this is the first game where I came in and I was like, I'm a strong player and like this is like why you should keep me. And that's exciting because before it was always like whenever we would play in high school, it was like Thomas and Matthew, like Thomas Matthew, and like they would win every time because they presented themselves as a strong player, you know, from the beginning. And towards the end, of course, I know that's going to cause issues because it'll be like people want to go after you, but for right now, I think that's really important because people trust you and they want your advice on things. So that's cool. That's what I'm trying to do. That's my game plan so far.
I really like Dee Dee. What do you think about Dee Dee?
She's incredible.
Yeah.
She's incredible. I played Survivor with her once, and
I heard she's pretty cutthroat.
Oh, she is. She made me cry. It was bad. But I asked to leave. I was like, please get me off. Survivor's not my game. But she's also in Big Brother so far. What I've seen, she's playing a very different game, and she's being very straightforward from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Unless she's really good at hiding it. But so far, I think she's being like very cooperative, very like not super like one for all kind of person.
I really don't care for wishy-washy people.
Yeah.
And Tyler just came through here very, like, no ground to stand on, like, total shifting sands.
Yeah.
And I heard that him and Hans might know each other. Now,
they're friends.
Yeah, they're friends. So, like, obviously, Dee Dee, strong. I want to keep her for as much for her counsel as well as a strong vote, because I know, obviously, like, people like you and Dee Dee could sway votes, really.
Yeah.
maybe not necessarily easily, but certainly with a lot of confidence. Much
Yeah.
more gusto than some of these other kids. Like Tyler, Hans, they're not going to be the people to sway a vote.
Yeah.
I heard Patrick knows a little bit about what he's doing, so...
He does. He's played Big Brother before.
Okay.
He's the only one in the group who's actually played Big Brother before, I'm pretty sure.
You think he's worth keeping around?
I think he's a people pleaser, but I think as for right now, that's the kind of person you need because he's charming and he's going to be able to get other people on his side. So if you need someone to be able to honestly manipulate other people, he's the person to do that right now. But I think later on he is just a people pleaser. So he will just like tell you what kind of like money you're going to.
Okay, I could kind of feel that. He seemed like that. I mean, those people who just snap to with everybody. I kind of feel that. Yeah. In terms of you and who you think you want to see go to the next round in this group, who do you want to take with us?
Okay. Definitely Dee.
Definitely.
And honestly, Hans.
Honestly, Hans.
I know that sounds weird because he is very quiet, but you kind of almost always need one of those people. And also, I was in the group with him for the first round. He's very smart. He remembers, like, he has a very good memory, so that's also good for competitions because Taylor does a lot of memory games, from what I remember last time I played. And also, it's good not to seem, if you form an alliance with a bunch of clearly strong players, people will go after you, and y'all will be the first people that people try to get out.
Okay.
And the quiet people, like, seem like, you know, they're not, but if there's enough of them, it could be a threat to get us out. So I think that, like, it's good to have a couple of people in there that's not just all the really strong people.
Okay.
Our HOH is Josh. I think I'm almost 100% positive this is his name. Oh my god, this is so cute. This is where they measured how tall they were. That's adorable. And he's literally a politician, but like, I'm here for it. Like, whenever I first met him, I was like, okay, this guy seems like trying to be nice to everyone. You know, like, hi, oh my god, like making jokes, like, you know, trying to be really relatable. And at first it was kind of like off-putting, but then once I went in there and sat with him, I was like, okay, no, he's asking the right questions, he cares about the right things, like, he is being manipulative tastefully, if that's even like a thing. And I was really impressed with him.
Yeah, I see what Miss D was talking about. He was really good.
I think he was like,
Well, he did.
swinging.
He did, and I like that. He's also very much so like asking your advice, you know? Like most HOHs, when they sit there, they're just like, I already know what I'm gonna do, like I'll listen to you, but I'm not really gonna, you know? Or it's more like, you tell me, like manipulative kind of. He's very much so like, seems genuine about that, but that's almost scarier because, but right now we can't do anything about him as HOH, so like, you say what you want to say, get through it. And I was like, Patrick, I love him, he's a people pleaser, but he's a good person.
Yeah.
Because he gets people on your side. Yeah. But like later on, it's like
He's gonna
do what he needs to do. But like, yeah, he's being all like nice and like, oh, Patrick, do this.
Yeah.
I love you, Patrick. If you see it, I'm sorry.
No, I just don't know. I just don't know what to think. His questions were very good. He's going to be good at this game.
He seems like a ruthless politician.
You think so?
He's very outgoing and
He's very charismatic
Yes.
and very charming. So you want to believe him. His strategy that he shared with me is actually really good. So, wow. He claims he's not coming after me.
I don't know if he can believe
I
that.
don't know. I guess I'll find out in a few minutes. He thinks that y'all are nice guys.
Me and Tyler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice guys don't really. That doesn't give us much merit.
And that you're sharp.
How would he know that?
I don't know.
So
This is such an interesting turn.
yeah. That dang Boris. Can't believe he keeps hacking us.
Okay, so how do you feel right now?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
A little bit.
Who makes you nervous?
You.
Why me? Well, why me? Well, okay, obviously
you
why
picked
me,
me
sorry.
first.
Okay, I did pick you.
Because you made eye contact and immediately picked me.
Well, don't take the eye. I take the eye contact at face value. You have really pretty eyes. So, like, I mean, who are you thinking in this group? Who have you been talking to? Who do you like?
Didi, Patrick, and Cecile. Those people seem like really strong characters to me. I don't know, they seem... I get a strong impression of them.
You get a strong impression from them. Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you like in this group?
I like everyone. I don't know. I really like Patrick.
Okay.
And I really like Didi. But I don't know if I trust them.
Yeah, Patrick seems like a bit of a people pleaser. I like Dee Dee, strong player, but definitely like if she wants to have her own strategy, I feel like she very easily could, no matter like who approaches her with a deal. I don't want to put her up as one of the first ones. I'll be honest with you. I think that'd be kind of like throwing a good relationship in the trash.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking, Patrick is a consideration because he seems like he could be helpful. He seems like he could play the politics if you ask him to. But I don't know, like, how far he would go until he starts playing his own game. I think he'd go farther than Dee Dee, certainly. Definitely thinking about Tyler, though, because Tyler just, if he can't stand on one thing, I'm kind of iffy on that, But I kind of just need people who I can see, like, with at least a heart to make a plan. Even if you don't have a plan yet, I know, like, this is first round. I'm making up. Like, this plan changes as everybody comes and sits down.
His brother is my fraternity brother. Yeah. So, there you go. There's a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Love Will. He's our house manager, so, like, he does all that stuff. Because he focuses on that side. I just kind of sleep there, so. Yeah. So did you talk to Josh?
Mm-mm. Not yet.
Do you have any, like, plan for what you're going to say?
I'm just trying to make myself seem interesting. Just establish.
Just tell him a bunch of crazy facts. What did you think of like the group that you were with for the HOH competition? Like, what did you think about the people you were with?
I mean, I love Miss Dee Dee.
Really?
I'm biased because she's just awesome.
Yeah, everybody loves Miss Dee Dee. She's like a given. Like if you're at this house, you just love Miss Dee Dee.
Yeah.
She's so awesome.
Cecile, she seems really cool. I like her.
Yeah, I've known Cecile for a long time. Her like I only know Miss Dee Dee from like coming here like once or twice. Like I know Cecile like.
It's crazy how much stuff has happened in this house.
Yeah,
this house is so
I can't imagine.
active.
Like especially when I think about like my house, I'm like, my house is like, well, my house has had like a lot of stuff happen, but like nothing compared to this. Like the amount of like history and like footage there is like on YouTube of like just this house in general is so funny.
Josh seems like a ruthless politician.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually do get that.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like, like the guy who wants to make it seem like he has intent, but is actually really harmless. But I mean, we'll see, because like he has the power now, so like, if he was gonna exert some force, this would be the time to do it, I guess. Especially because we're in such a small, because his group effectively like one HOH, like his little cluster of people. Because like my cluster didn't and your cluster didn't, so like I don't know if like they're just trying to like pick off strong players now and they're gonna come back together after. Like I have no idea what they're thinking. Especially because like we got separated like so fast. Like it was like, hey, by the way, we're getting separated.
Yep.
Because my group was like 6, and then we got split like directly down the middle. So it's like me, Tyler, and Jillian, which I mean those were just like casual groups. It wasn't like an alliance or anything, so I'm not like super worried about.
I don't know why, but I feel like he might be picking me.
Really?
I feel like he might be picking one of us.
Who else do you think he put with you?
I don't
The
know.
way he
Because he knows that Cecile is really strong. I was saying that Dee is really strong. I was saying that you are really strong. Y'all are like some of the strongest.
Oh God, no!
You
I
have the
don't like
strongest personalities. I think he was saying he doesn't want to put up with Dee Dee because he wants to keep her.
I kind of got the opposite vibe. I feel like
really?
he may.
He told me he wanted to keep her for longer.
Interesting.
He asked me when I felt about Hans, but I was like, I haven't talked to him. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not feeling safe about myself. Like, I'm really nervous. But I guess it comes down to the competition and seeing what happens.
Yeah, because it's weird. I mean, I wonder what's going on over there, because it's the unknown is so interesting.
And it's okay. I've heard a lot about you. People talk very positively about you. I'm gonna be honest. Dee Dee spoke like a little bit about you being supportive. Yeah, that's what I heard. I know Dee Dee's very powerful. I kind of want to keep her around for a little bit. I really, I like her. I've been thinking about Patrick. Of course, I haven't talked to him yet. I'm not super interested yet. People tell me like wishy-washy things about him. What I want to know is what you think about Tyler, Cecile, and Jillian.
Okay. Right off the bat, I don't know Jillian.
Okay.
Cecile I just met, but she seems, she's obviously a good player. She's won before. I really like her. She seems cool. Tyler, I have met him a little bit, not too much though. I was on the same prom bus with him. That's about it.
Okay.
He's funny. He's dramatic. He likes to perform.
Theater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was awesome in
the Addams Family play. So I like him. Cecile, I like Cecile. I really like Cecile, Miss Dee Dee, and Patrick.
Okay.
I kind of know Patrick because he's one of my brother's fraternity brothers, and they're really good friends.
Who's your brother?
William Trustclair. He's at
Oh, I know. I'm a music major. I don't know. I'm just curious if I know because I knew he was in a frat, but I didn't know which one.
They're in Lame Nakai.
Oh, okay. All right. Who do you think? Like, if you were in my position, honestly, like who'd you throw up? Like, because you're the second to last person, so I don't have any more opportunities to go tell everybody what you're telling me. The only person I can tell is Patrick, and honestly, like, kind of sucking my teeth on him.
I mean, it's not personal. I just haven't had a chance to talk to Jillian or Emily.
Okay.
I'm sure they're great people, and I mean, I don't know anything about their skill, but I just don't know them. I don't know them at all. And I don't know, the game would just be it'd be more interesting, but it'd also be more emotional if it was with people I knew well.
How are you feeling? How was your talk with? Because I know you were nervous.
Yeah.
Being put up.
Well, I think he is going to be very good at this game, and I was nervous about being put up. And I feel like I can trust him. He's a very strong player, so I'm going to have to be aware of that. But I feel like I can trust him, and he's not. He says he's not going for me. So
Yeah, he told me he wasn't going for you either.
Yeah.
It was interesting because he said he's not going for the strong players. Like, he wants strong players on his team.
Which is very good.
It's good.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
It's really good.
So, but he was talking a lot about me, him, you, and Patrick.
Okay.
He was saying that he would really like to try to get something started there.
Well, that makes me feel good because that's what he told me to.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
So he's keeping the same information, so that's
Yeah,
good.
because that's what he told me to.
That's good.
So, yeah. And he asked, and he wanted to know who I knew and who I didn't know. And I said that I didn't know. I didn't know you before today because I knew in our group I knew everybody before except for you and Jillian with a G, Jillian Pensacola. Okay, I'll watch a podcast with Jillian with a G. I'll remember that now. Although she's very sweet, I just don't know her. So that makes me feel good that he said the same thing to me and you.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the other side is going to do it too.
I'm anxious to see that. Yeah. And one thing, this is good and bad because I feel like we're more in a fishbowl and it's a smaller group determining what's going to happen. So, but I feel like we can all form bonds now. So when we come together as a house again, we have that kind of footing.
Right.
Which is going to be. So will they too?
Because I don't know. I only knew like 2 people coming here, and it was like barely. So I walked in, there's all new faces, and I was like, I have no idea any of these people.
And even though I know some people, I have history with some people too, which is good and bad.
Oh,
good and bad.
Okay. I do like the smallness of this because I'm like actually starting to get to know the people more.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I mean, I'll let you know. Like the camera knows, like America knows. Okay, so America knows.
Yeah, I went to the diary room and I spilled the tea.
Oh my God,
we'll see how that goes.
Dude, I got so weird that Hans gonna recognize because he's Will's brother. I was like, fuck, but I don't think he recognized me because he did.
Because me and him have been talking about frat for a while. So
okay, good. And he didn't even. So either he's playing a really good, Russ Chops. So either he's playing like a really good game or he forgot. So okay, so. You tell me. I mean, we've been talking about this for a while. So, like, what are you thinking? Like, obviously,
everybody's telling me that you're like being really politician about it.
Okay.
Which is good, but you're kind of giving off vibes that like the politician vibes that aren't good. Like sometimes, they feel like some of them feel like you'd eventually become ruthless and be like, I'll cut anybody when I have to type thing, which is not a good.
Yeah, no, it's not what we want to start.
Yeah, I like everything you've been saying, like openly, like you're seeming pretty middle of the road, which is good. But as HOH, I didn't really agree with that because like you're gonna have to cut people right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So who are you thinking?
Well, I'm definitely thinking Tyler because he can't make up his mind about anything. Like Tyler's so wishy-washy.
Ouch.
I don't really need him.
Ouch is back.
I like Dee Dee. I want to form a strong relationship with Dee Dee because I think that she's a good person to like carry through for a while as a strong person. Then again, she's too strong. So I was gonna get your thoughts on backdoor the shit out of her. Because look, Emily's with me. Okay, like Emily's with me.
I know. And she said to me she's intrigued by me. And then she said you could
said the same thing, but she has no idea.
Well, yeah, no, nobody knows.
So I actually like that idea of ignoring Didi because she fucked me over.
That's what I heard. I heard y'all had history, so I wanted to know. I wanted to make sure. That's why I wanted you last, obviously.
Yeah, but like now I feel like I'm gonna have an influence over your decision. But it's besides.
Well,
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. And what I recommend you do: throw the power of veto. Don't let it. You seem too strong.
Yeah, no.
Because you already like tried hard and won the HOH, and you're probably gonna get your way either way. So who are you putting up, Tyler and?
I was thinking about Tyler and Hans and splitting up them.
I agree. I don't think they actually are together. But if it comes down to it, them two being up is completely fine with me.
Because they're young. They both got STM, right? So like
they're seniors STM.
So yes, they're both they would be obvious for each other, and like that's a very non-threatening nomination. If anybody else wins the power veto, the only person that I wouldn't want going up is you, and I can easily we can switch.
Yeah, no, you realize you picked a replacement nominee, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going up. Emily's not going up. Cecile's not going up. So you choose from Didi and Jillian.
And it would be so easy to get everybody else to vote off Didi. The only person who would vote for Didi would be Hans, and if Hans is up there.
Oh, that's actually really sick. Wow, great plays. All right. Is there anything else you need from me?
No, I think that's it.
Jillian and Tyler are with me.
Jillian and Tyler with you? Good. Then we got Didi. That's the plan.
666.
That's the plan. We did.
Thanks for talking to me, homie. Right. I would just kind of like downplay because you're playing really good, but the good players see you playing good and they're gonna consider it good.
So yeah.
Like Cecile told me you're probably a good player, and I know you are, and she's a good player too. She's really good.
I like Cecile.
Yeah, we can work with Cecile.
Absolutely. All right. Well, wait. Do you think that Cecile will support us into playing for Didi?
If Didi's on the block, she's going up. Fact.
Hello everyone, I am the stand-in Taylor. So this is a nomination ceremony, so Josh, if you are nominated, please go sit, and then we will draw for veto.
Okay. So guys, I really appreciate all the conversations, and especially taking the time, because I know that it took a while, and they're already doing their stuff, so I'm sorry, thank you for your patience. So we'll move this along. Tyler and Hans, I'm deciding to nominate y'all, or put y'all on the block. I'm sorry. Y'all can go sit and then I'll tell you. I thought he was gonna like lay on a little segment or something. Okay, so guys, first off, I'm not going to apologize because this is a game where we did. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I am sorry that I don't know y'all and I'm already putting y'all up. But honestly, it's kind of just a hard decision for me, and I'll be honest because it kind of is like my thing, and I'm a music major, so I'm fairly emotional. I like to feel my things out. Tyler, I couldn't feel you. I couldn't feel any emotion from you, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't like pinpoint where you're at. Hans, that was a hard one, man, but there was a little something you told me about like how you felt about your alliances that kind of made me think like, he's not really too set either, and honestly, I kind of need some people who are like at least sure of their own way who are gonna go in this game. So guys, that's why y'all are up. I wish you the best of luck if you know in this upcoming power veto competition. I really do, and I'm sorry to make this wave on y'all to start, but I do respect y'all as players, and I hope that you respect my decision as HOH. And for the rest of y'all, thank you for being here. Yeah, this is kind of where like my speech is going.